You're late. Again. No excuses, just wash your hands and put some gloves on. Yes, gloves. You do know what gloves are, right? How do you not? The cupboard above the sink. Where else would they be? The fridge? You're rather incompetent. You do realize that, right? I don't know what my mother was thinking. Sure, you have some experience, but there are way more qualified candidates than you. And yet, she picked you. Enlighten me. Why do you think that is? Oh, please, don't act coy. I'm not in the mood for whatever this act is. It's infuriating how persistent she was to haven't entered this season just for her and my father to leave for another ridiculous expo. As if they haven't been to 100 already. And of course, I'm stuck running this whole place, and if that wasn't enough, now I have to indulge in the fantasies of a child cosplaying as a scientist. What a waste of my time. Well, are you coming? Stop apologizing already. You're already wasting enough oxygen as it is. However, despite being utterly useless and a true waste of space, there is something you can do that will be somewhat beneficial to the aquarium. Assuming you're actually reliable for once. But don't get carried away. Anyone with a functioning brain could do this task. It's just... everyone else is currently, well, preoccupied. And this... it's a bit... how do I put it? Disgusting. But everyone here worked for their positions. This, of course, included both my brother, which included myself. Hard work you couldn't even comprehend. But, in turn, I am quite curious. Do you have a strong stomach? Well, let's put it to the test then, shall we? And remember, everyone here had to work hard for their positions. Prove to me you're worth keeping around. Oh, what? Not a fan of the smell? Please, this is nothing. Cover your face all you want, but we're going down there. Unless you think this internship is too much for you to handle. Good, that's what I thought. Now, I don't really feel like explaining all of the effort we put into our animals and habitats here. Essentially, we're world-renowned for a reason. And obviously you know that since you applied for your internship to be here. Anyways, a part of the process includes this right here. I know, utterly revolting, right? But it's truly because of this medicinal bait we give the animals. Well, it's not bait in the traditional sense. However, bait sounds better than food. It's truly simple, really. I'm rather surprised no other lab has figured this out. Though, I'll admit, it's rather tedious. We have several partnering farms we receive grass-fed livestock from, and we merely enhance the meat with an array of vitamins and whatnot. It's quite expensive, but anyways, part of the process includes this right here. This is our secret right here. The secret formula, so to say. And before you get your hopes too high, no, you don't get to know it. After all, why would you? You're practically a nobody. But instead, you're merely here for garbage duty. to help me discard the unusable scraps because, frankly, it's disgusting. And don't worry, you'll get used to the smell. And if you don't, well, that'll be quite a shame, won't it? Alright, so first things first, go ahead and roll that garbage can over here. No, closer. The point is to not have to deal with this crap getting all over the floor. Unless you'd like to be scraping rotting meat and fat off the tiles. Now, I'm sure you're fully capable of doing this, so don't disappoint me. It's not rocket science. We are merely going through and picking out any bone tissue and placing it in this bin here. Everything else will go in the garbage can to be incinerated. Well, aren't you curious? The bones get shipped to Spooksville University. They have a whole facility designated for specimen collection, identification, and museum preparation. You can actually call them to report roadkill and they'll come pick it up. They have a whole basement full of flesh-eating beetles. I couldn't give you their actual names since I'm not an entomologist and bones aren't really my thing, but it's actually pretty gnarly. It smells worse than down here, if you could believe that. But anyways, we donate our trash to them so students can poke and prod and feel important. And in turn, we get to say we're making a wondrous charitable donation to the future minds of America. It boosts our reputation as not only an aquarium with excellent habitats and specimen, but also monopoly that is kind and generous. And since everyone gets so wrapped up in the pathos of us being so amazing, it completely slips over their heads that we, in turn, get a stupendous tax write-off for our selfless donation. People really are so easy. Tell me, intern, what do you think about that? And be honest. Well, look at that. I would have hoped you wouldn't play it safe and try to appeal to my ego. But I am curious. Though, I am fairly positive I already know the answer. Tell me, intern. Do I make you nervous? Are you worried that if you so breathe the wrong way near me, I'll get upset? That I'll suddenly terminate your position here? Or better yet, make it a living hell for you? What a shame. You really should be grateful for this opportunity. I mean, you're all here obviously, but the fact I'm even letting you do this. I never waste my time with the lot of you. I mean, why should I? I have more important things to do. So, intern, use that head of yours. Why am I? Why am I entertaining you, of all people? Why do you think that is? You have no idea what makes me tick, do you? If I'll be disappointed, angry, erratic, or merely indifferent. It's walking on eggshells for you, isn't it? That's miraculous. Your professors rather like that, correct, Mr. I'll admit, I was rather surprised to see him as one of your references. He's a good friend of my parents, practically a godfather to me. So, I know he can be rather... Well, there's a reason we've never seen him as a reference for one of the candidates before. Being tenured sure does wonders for awful men. But you're on scholarship, correct? Well, that wasn't a question. I know that you are, well, utterly incompetent. It's in vain of me to not admit that you've expressed a certain resilience about yourself. And that can be admirable. Tell me, how did you get him to take an interest in you? Did you visit him after hours for a late night study session in his office? Now, don't look so confused. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I've seen your social media accounts. You should really clean up your digital footprint. It's a shocker they let you into grad school. What? Cat's got your tongue? You realize it's ridiculous how much of a prude you're acting right now, given your online persona. Though, even then, your facade is fruitless with how you dress and the way you carry yourself. What? Do you like the attention? Because that's utterly pathetic. However, that would explain why you'd allow a man old enough to be your father to have his way with you. Tell me, did he have you on your hands and knees while he sat in his chair? Or did he bend you over his desk? Absolutely revolting. I don't know which is worse, you being a whore or being a literal idiot. Unless you knew. Perhaps you're not so oblivious after all. Did you know he was close with us? Are are you lying? I suppose only time will tell. Perhaps there is some hope for you after all. I swear, the mainstream population is getting more lazy and ignorant. It's quite a shame. Everyone is so quick to rely on a calculator or regurgitate what they're told without thought, or even give up when faced with even an ounce of difficulty. It's tragic. Each cohort gets dumber and dumber, and I'm terrified of what society will look like in the next 10 years. You know, I've only ever met one employee who exceeded my expectations. A maintenance worker, not the brightest, but I believe that was due to lack of confidence and not intellectual capacity. However, absolutely hardworking, diligent, and reliable. I I truly miss them. Such a shame and waste of potential. Though they did indeed leave their mark, and for that I am grateful. What do you think happened? They they left for better opportunities. Unfortunately, this was before our renovation and our revenue wasn't as great as it is now, resulting in lower wages. Which, that reminds me, you do realize that our intern cohorts tend to be much greater in size, correct? Precisely. We usually have anywhere from 20 to 40 interns for each season. And, of course, we provide them with a stipend for their time. But since it's just you, our intern fund has barely been touched. However, I can I can change that. I can do great things for you, intern. You merely have to demonstrate that you're worth it. On the flip side, I can also take it all away. I can destroy your life, make you regret ever thinking you were capable of anything more than a goddamn high school diploma. What happens, your fate, it's all on you. It's your choice what you'd like from life. So, intern, tell me, are you worthy of more? Well, I'd hope so. You are demonstrating of some potential. And if you exceed my expectations, well, your life will be completely changed for the better. And I think we both like that, wouldn't we? How cute. Well, intern, do me a favor then. Close your eyes. Open your mouth for me. What a good little intern you are. Not so fast. Keep it open. Wider. Your canines. How adorable. Have you not had braces? Well, you are on scholarship after all, but they're still rather sharp. It's quite a shame how the orthodontist grinds them down. Though I'll admit, I am a bit surprised. I figured you weren't the type to keep up with your oral hygiene. But this, well, this is marvelous. Open wider. What are you getting all flushed for? There's nothing embarrassing about this. Your mouth is merely being examined. Unless, are you hoping for more? I'd hope you weren't that easy. That'd be rather tragic, but you are being rather obedient. I should give you a reward, shouldn't I? You want something in your mouth, is that it? You don't have to say it, it's obvious. You're practically begging with your mouth quivering like that. Alright, I'll give you what you want in turn. But remember, you're asking for this. Understood? Understood? Oh no, you don't. Don't you dare spit it out. What, it tastes bad? Well, too bad. Swallow it. I've put a lot of effort into preparing the baits, so you better savor the taste. And don't you dare throw it up, or you'll be getting more than just some scraps in your mouth. There you go. That wasn't so bad. Now was it? No gagging. Keep it in. You look like you're on the verge of passing out. I wonder, what if I let you in another secret? You want to know the main ingredient for our baits, right? It's simple, really. Just 5 little syllables. Homo sapien. Whoa, now you really look like you're going to pass out. How adorable. Truly. I'll give you that at least. Your facial expressions are rather intriguing. You're quite charming, and I think you know that. After all, apparently you know how to keep away. Just not with me. No one does. But that is tiring, being alone. I've never really been one for romance. Personally, I think it's just a waste of time, and honest to God, it's fraudulent. Being in love, please, it's just neuroscience. We're programmed to repopulate, to pass on our genes, and in order to do so, the brain conjured up some chemicals to make us feel good. If you think about it, it's rather disgusting. And of course that is. Kissing and romance, please. It's all just extra steps to get us there. Hey, are you even listening? Relax, it's not actual human. You think we'd actually do that? Come on, think of the logistics. I mean, with the size of our science inventory, we'd surely get caught at that rate. Now, when we try to go out of our way to only hire those with an ounce of intellect, anyone with the capacity to clearly think would understand in an instance that us, what, abducting humans and chopping them up to feed the fish? please, that's ridiculous. Just idiotic rumors. But I digress, and I'll admit, intern, I'm relieved that you're willing to do anything for your position here. Correct? Anything? Oh, perhaps my mother was right in choosing you. Perhaps you will be beneficial to us. To me. Stand up. Straighter. Straighter. Ah, there we go. You're pleasant to look at. Rather sexually dimorphic, in a sense. Your posture could use more work. And I'm not quite satisfied with the fat to muscle ratio. Truth be told, I never am. Except for once, I suppose. But that's besides the point. Anyways, intern, look at me. Wider. Oh, good. The sclera is quite, indeed. As for your skin, it's not bad per se, but it could be improved. Are you perhaps dehydrated? That is the most feasible explanation. Like I said, we have high expectations of everyone here, and I have a special project I'd like you to work on, intern, with me. You've demonstrated your potential by consuming the bait just now, and you're being rather obedient. I appreciate that. In fact, you're proving yourself to be eligible for an extra stipend. I believe I can get that deposited into your account by the end of the week. Assuming we continue at this rate. The project. No need to worry, it's not hard. You nearly just need to be at my beck and call. Nothing different from the ordinary. However, that depends. Do you think you're capable of doing that? Well, we'll find out then, won't we? Let's see. I am curious about your fat distribution. Now, I do have an idea of your body type, but clothes can only reveal so much. And the scent of the bait is rather distracting. Follow me, intern. We'll continue this in the office. Yes, I'd like you to remove your gloves and wash your hands. And here, rinse your mouth out. I know the taste of the baits are rather foul, but like I said, we all had to prove our worth and fight for our positions here. And once again, you're no exception. So, intern, what's it going to be? Will you walk through that door and never come back? Or will you sit down at my desk and explore new opportunities you've only ever dreamed of? The choice is yours, intern, but don't disappoint me.